wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. Robots in disguise. The Transformers. More than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Hello you guys, this is Aaron here, and today I'm doing my Transformers Chronicle video review on Transformers Chronicle CH01 Optimus Prime, which features G1 Optimus Prime and the Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager class Optimus Prime in one massive double pack, except this Transformer double pack has only one Mechtech trailer and no G1 Optimus Prime trailer. And I am very impressed with the box art as well. And I've been waiting like months for it to come out, and now I finally managed to get two, in case I decided to keep one of them in vehicle form and the other set in robot form, which is really cool. So, on the top, and still see the Takara Tomy logo at the top here, and at top here it says Transformers Chronicle. At top here, there's Transformers Dark of the Moon and the original Transformers logo with the original heroic Autobot symbol, which looks something like this. And this is really cool, and I'm a real big Transformers fan. Let's put the box back. And I'm real happy that I got my second Transformers Chronicle CH01 Optimus Prime double pack for my birthday on July 24th, and I'm real lucky it came, and I'm real happy it's finally arrived last Friday. Well, last week actually. And if you also look at the back of this box, see a great pic of G1 Optimus Prime holding his bloated gun with his bloated fists, and there's G1 Optimus Prime in his Freightliner 202 truck form with DOTM Optimus Prime's Mechtech trailer, which is really cool. And I'm real happy that the people at Takara Tomy decided to reissue Optimus Prime again for the in honor of the Transformers Dark of the Moon movie release. At the bottom here, you see a pic of not Mechtech, sorry, Transformers Dark of the Moon version of Optimus Prime, except he doesn't have any massive tanks, oil tanks, as his rocket boosters, because that was not meant for the Transformers Chronicle 01 Optimus Prime double pack release. And his Mechtech trailer for the Transformers Chronicle 01 Optimus Prime double pack is a bit smaller than the Takara. It's a bit smaller, but the Takara version of Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager class Optimus Prime with Mechtech trailer is a bit big. And this and the Dark of the Moon version of Optimus Prime as a Voyager class toy is also based not only on the Hasbro Walmart's version, but it was also one of the I think it was also one of the Target exclusives, or the either Target. As far as I know, it was released as a Target exclusive with no Mechtech trailer. And I'm real happy it's real cool, and I'm real thrilled to be having two Transformers Chronicle 01 Optimus Prime double packs. Now I'm going to show you guys the photo of G1 Optimus Prime There's G1 Optimus Prime there. Excellent and mega cool G1 box art, with except that he has had his eyes painted blue in honour of the eHobby 2002 New Year Transformers G1 reissue release of Optimus Prime. And I'm hoping to keep my eyes and ears open for 2 of them at some stage and add them to my Transformers collection. And there's G1 Optimus Prime with his G1 Autobot symbol. And at the top here, it says Optimus Prime is the strongest. Sorry, shows you all you need to know about G1 Optimus Prime on this side of the box, which is real cool. And now I'm going to show you the Dark Side of the Moon version as well, which is on this side. Now the Autobot symbol is different for the live-action Transformers film, and this version of Optimus Prime is also real cool for those of you who also like the Transformers live-action movie line. I mean, he does look real cool, and I have to say that I am very, very, very impressed. And now I'm going to show you all what other paperwork Transformers Dark of the Moon Chronicle 01 Optimus Prime came with. This is a double-sided poster of the Transformers Chronicle Autobot leader and Decepticon leader, which only comes in the Transformers Chronicle toy lines of both Optimus Prime double pack and the Megatron double pack as well. And if you also look on this side, there you see a pic of Optimus Prime in his G1 form and live action version of Optimus Prime in his Transformers Dark of the Moon version, which is real cool. And the first one is my very top favourite, and an absolute Transformers fan's favourite is G1 Optimus Prime, who is also named G1 Convoy in Japanese version. And his second Autobot leader is Rodimus Prime. Third Autobot leader, Fortress Maximus from 1987. Rodimus Prime from 1986. G1 Optimus Prime from 1984-1985. 1988, there's the Autobots leader Power Master Optimus Prime with Apex Armour from 1988. Except for the Hasbro version didn't release Apex Bomber back in 1988, not until 2002, as part of the American Toys R Us Transformers G1 commemorative series exclusives. And there's Transformers Victory character, G1 Autobot Commander Star Saber, who also links up with Victory Leo to form Victory Saber from back in 1989. In 1990, there's G1 Autobot Commander Diatlas. 1991, Star Convoy. 1992, there's 1994, there's the Transformers G1 Generation 2 version of Optimus Prime, where he also transforms into a truck with no trailer and has some shooting missile action. 1995 is the Transformers Generation 2 Japanese version of Battle Convoy. So that toy is also based, so this one is also based on the Transformers Generation 2 release of Optimus Prime back in 1995. 1996, there's, during the Beast Wars era, there's Optimus Prime as a bat from 1996. 1997, there's Optimus Primal, who also transforms into a gorilla. 1998, my favourite character from the Japanese Beast Wars toy line is Leo Convoy, and I can tell because Leo Convoy, aka Leo Prime, has a silver painted chromed maximal symbol on his left chest, and he also has a lion head on his right. 1999, there's the pick of Optimum Optimus with a golden chest. 2000, there's there's also at the top here Optimum Optimus, who also transforms into a jet, a gorilla, and into robot form. Big Convoy also transforms into a massive woolly mammoth. 2000, there's Superfire Convoy, aka Optimus Prime, in the Transformers car robot line in Japan, also known as Transformers Robots in Disguise over in America. There's Armada Optimus Prime, aka Armada Convoy, from the Japanese Transformers series Transformers Micron Legend, or as the American and the UK Transformers fans know the Transformers Micron Legend series as Transformers Armada. There's Grand Convoy in his super robot mode from the 2004 Transformers TV series Transformers Superlink, also known as Transformers Energon in the UK, the US, and in Europe. And there's a great pick of Optimus Primal from the Transformers series Beast Machines, also known as Transformers Returns in Japan. And there's Galaxy Convoy in his super robot form from the Transformers 2005 TV series Transformers Galaxy Force, aka Transformers Cybertron. And there's alternator version of Optimus Prime, except the American version didn't have a pink surfboard and a Melissa Fairborn figurine, because they are Japanese exclusives. And the people in Japan didn't also release a Nike version of Optimus Prime where he transforms into a Nike trainer. There's 2007 movie version of Optimus Prime, and I'm glad I got me two of him. And I'm definitely keeping my eyes and ears open for my second Transformers Classic Voyager Optimus Prime action figure, which is this one here, because the Japanese version had the TV accurate colours, sorry. And I'm definitely keeping my eyes and ears open for my two Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class Optimus Primes at some stage, from back in 2009, when Optimus Prime linked up with Jetfire to defeat the Fallen in the Transformers 2009 live-action film Revenge of the Fallen. There's an animated version of Optimus Prime here, it's real cool, along with a Cybertronian version of Transformers Generations Optimus Prime, where he's in his Cybertron vehicle form, and there's G1 Optimus Prime in his robot form. Again, that toy is also based on the original Transformers classic, The Ultimate Battle Optimus Prime vs Megatron double pack from back in 2006-2007. And there's also a hunt for the Decepticons version of Optimus Prime in his G2 form, G2 version. And at the top here you see Transformers Dark of the Moon version of Optimus Prime, which is real cool. And now let's take a look at the other side of this double-sided poster. Now this side of the double-sided poster of the Transformers Chronicle poster looks real cool, and especially this great pics of G1 Megatron next to G1 Galvatron next to Scorponok, Megazark, Overlord, Deathsaurus, G2 Megatron, another G2 version of G2 Megatron, except the miniature version of G2 Megatron, who also transforms into attack, is coloured purple and blue. This one also transforms into a jet. There's Megatron in Beast Wars version of Megatron, where he transforms into a Tyrannosaurus. a green coloured version of Megatron who also transforms into a crocodile. There's Beast Wars' second version of Galvatron. And there's Magmatron, who transforms into a Pteranodon, a Tyrannosaurus, and a water horse. And there's Beast Wars' Metal's version of Megatron. And the Beast Wars another Beast Wars Dragon version of Megatron. There's Transformers Robots in Disguise version of Megatron, aka Gigatron. And over here we have Transformers Armada versions of Megatron, Transformers Energon version of Megatron, aka Galvatron, from the Transformers Superlink toy line. And the Beast Wars Returns version of Megatron here, which transforms into a dragon. Part of the Beast Machines toy line, I think. And there's Transformers Cybertron version of Megatron and Galvatron, whereas the Transformers Galaxy Force fans prefer to call Megatron and Galvatron Master Megatron and Master Galvatron. There's a live action leader class version of Megatron and Nike version of Megatron, where he also transforms into a running shoe. And there's there's Dark of the Moon Megatron on the far side, and along with Revenge of the Fallen class leader Megatron and animated version of Megatron and Cybertron Generations version of Megatron as well. And of course the Dark of the Moon version of Megatron, who also is wearing a little bit of a cloak. And this is really cool, I have to say. So now I'm going to show you guys the instructions and the sticker sheets before we get into the actual toys themselves. Now these instructions are really massive, and they also show pictures of G1 Optimus Prime and the Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager class Optimus Prime with a Mechtech trailer. Again, Optimus Prime's Mechtech trailer for the Chronicle release is a bit smaller than the Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager class Optimus Prime with Mechtech trailer version. And if you also look at the bottom here, if you look at the bottom, shows you there's shows you this little hole for this little pole to that goes inside Dark of the Moon Voyager Optimus Prime when he's in his vehicle form. And the same thing with his G1 version. And if you look closely here, there's G1 Optimus Prime. No, not G1 Optimus Prime. Sorry. Chronicle 01 Optimus Prime's Mechtech trailer from trailer form opens up into a little bit of a base form with no roller in it, which is a real shame. But I also wish that they did have roller, but for this release they didn't. And in this side of the box here, it shows you which stickers go where on G1 Optimus Prime when he's in his robot form, and as always there's the G1 secret emblem to see if it's Autobot or Decepticon. Now, I've been rubbing his secret emblem so many times to see if it's Autobot or Decepticon. As always it comes up as an Autobot for mine. Well, depending if it's a G1 Optimus G1 Autobot reissue or G2 Decepticon reissue, but who knows? Who knows? So now I'm going to show you guys the stickers before we get into the actual toys themselves. Now these stickers are also a bit different. If you look closely, these two parts of Optimus Prime's knees for his knees are a bit different, but these two backlights are the same as this G1 reissue. Have the Autobot symbols on here, and the stickers for Optimus Prime's G1 Optimus Prime's arms, except that this sticker sheet's a bit smaller and it has no sticker has no sticker sheets for G1 Optimus Prime's trailer because, believe it or not, it has only has been replaced with the Mechtech trailer. So now onto the toys themselves. So these are the toys that came with it, along with Dark of the Moon Voyager class Optimus Prime's Mechtech trailer. Did I say Voyager class? I meant Deluxe class. And mind you, G1 Optimus Prime has his Autobot symbols painted on both his shoulders, much again based on the Transformers Encore reissue toy line, first released back in 2007 in honour of the live-action Transformers movie release. And the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe class Optimus Prime here has no massive rocket boosters on its back. And mind you, G1 Optimus Prime is a bit taller than the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe class version of Optimus Prime. He's also holding his whitish grey and black Mechtech weapon, which is real cool. So now I'm going to transform first of all the Transformers Deluxe version of the DOTM Optimus Prime, and then I'll come back to G1 Optimus Prime later. So to transform Dark of the Moon Deluxe class Optimus Prime from his robot form into his vehicle form, it's real simple. I'm just taking off his little Mechtech weapon. It also transforms into a little cannon shooter. Put that aside for now. So it starts off by pushing down his head like this, closing up his windows like this, come up to the back, see his grille and bumper, flip them downwards. Then what you also do, come up to the back, come up to the back, unhook his shoulder connectors like this, close up his arms like this, do the same thing on both sides, and also make sure that his arms are closed up. Then what you also do, close up these two, and what you also do, before I forget, turn his whole body around so that his windows are facing you. Come up to these parts, close them up like this, and always make sure that these two parts are fully closed up. Then what you also do, make sure these two parts are closed up. Then what you also do, come up to his legs, one of his legs, and bring one of them down this way, unhook one of his tyres, turn his leg around, flip it down this way, do the same thing on this side, unhook one of his back wheels, turn one of his feet this way, flip them down. What you also do, back of his legs, clip them up in this way so it's very level. Do the same thing on this side. Bring up both his feet to form the back light and the back wheels. Close them up, close them up this way. Make sure that these two parts are closed up properly. Bring up this front parts of his truck this way. Then what to do, push this part of the truck this way so that they're both level. And there you have Dark of the Moon version of Optimus Prime in his truck form. And the type of truck that Optimus Prime transforms into in the Transformers live action movie line is a Peterbilt 379 truck, which looks like this. And he also does have an Autobot symbol over there, which is over here, which is really, real small. And so, onto Prime's Mechtech trailer. Find this little hole here, hook it up like this, and there you have Mechtech Optimus Prime with his trailer. He's got that trailer. And he does look real cool, and if you look closely, you see a red outlined Autobot symbol, coloured white, and he is real cool. On the back, he's also got some bit of red lights and a bit of blue at the back, and the back of his trailer door opens like this, so it looks like he's unloading something or loading something up. Closing it up, and he does have and his trailer is a bit different from his G1 version, because if you look closely, the Autobot symbol is at the back. Autobot symbol used to be over here, but originally it was supposed to be over here on both sides. So now I'm going to transform Dark of the Moon Voyager not Dark of the Moon Voyager Optimus Prime, sorry. Dark of the Moon Deluxe Optimus Prime with his Mechtech trailer back into robot's form. So what I was to do, unhook his front parts like this, bring it downwards, unhook the back of his truck, unhook these two parts to form the legs, like this, open up both connectors to form the feet, turn his feet around, close up one of his back legs. Did I say back legs? I meant back wheels. Turn this whole section around. Unhook. So what we also do? Oh, crap. Sorry, I've got to unhook the back first and then turn the whole thing around. Silly me. Unhook his arm, unhook the back section, open up these two parts, connect them both this way. Then what you also do, once you've got both arms out the way, bring one of his arms up, turn this whole section around. Now the back section where his grille and bumper are, you flip them up this way. Always make sure his arms and legs are in place. What you also do, open up this chest section to bring up his head. And there we have close-up of Optimus Prime. And he does look real cool. Now for his Mechtech weapon, transforms from gun into a massive cannon, so it looks something like this. So it fits his weapon into either hand, but I prefer to fit it in here. Now watch very carefully. press this little, you pull this little button here. Look, a cannon. So now we've got Optimus Prime. Let's bring out the original Optimus Prime. Now this is my very top favourite Optimus Prime toy in the world. And no Transformers collection and no Optimus Prime collection should be complete without the original icon. And he is real cool, and he does have the same Autobot symbols painted on both of his shoulders. At the back of his legs has a little hole for the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Optimus Prime's Mechtech trailer in trailer form. And he does have the same small fist and bloated gun. And if you also open up his chest, can also fit up to 2 Diaclone drivers in Optimus Prime, along with the Autobots Matrix of Leadership. Closing up the window. So now, to transform G1 Optimus Prime, it's real simple. Start off by taking off his bloated gun and putting it aside, and then take off his fists. Close up his head. Turn his arms around. Clip his shoulders on both sides. Bring in his arms this way. And also make sure that's very level. Let's make sure they're very level. And what you also do, bring up the back of his legs, like this, and then bring up his feet to form the backlight. And there you have G1 Optimus Prime in his Freightliner 202 truck form. And this is real cool. And to attach this trailer to this toy, you find a little hole there at the back. Find this little hole there. Find this little connector piece. Connect them both together. And there you have G1 Optimus Prime attached to Mechtech Prime's trailer. And this is real cool. It's got this little truck movement, and he does have rubber wheels, and the Mechtech trailer version has plastic wheels. Another great way to transform Mechtech Prime's trailer into base, it's real simple. Take off Optimus Prime and put him aside for now. Get back to transforming back into his robot form later. What you also do, open up his trailer like this. Then come up to this, and you see this side. Open it up, and you also have a little base. Looks amazing, doesn't it? So I'm going to close his base up and convert it back into his trailer form. And he does look real cool. And I'm also hoping to keep an eye out for my third, hopefully my third Transformers Dark of the Moon 01 Optimus Prime, and convert his third one into his base form at some stage, hopefully for Christmas. Well, hopefully in time for Christmas or sometime next year, but who knows. I'm going to transform Optimus Prime back into his robot form now. Start off by bringing it down the back of the truck to form his legs. Bring up his headlights to form feet. Front lights form the arms, bring them up this way. Unclip the other parts of Optimus Prime's truck form to form his shoulders. And before I get on with bringing up his head, just rubbing some little secret emblem to see if it's Autobot or Decepticon. Yes, this is an Autobot. Now, finally, bring up his head. Then attach his fists and his bloated gun. And this is real cool. And I am very impressed with both the original G1 Optimus Prime toy and the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Optimus Prime toy as well. Now, what can I say about G1 Optimus Prime and the Transformers Dark of the Moon version of Optimus Prime? They are very cool, I have to say, and I'm very, very, very pleased that I've finally got two of them, one set in vehicle form and the other set in robot form. And I am really, really, really happy, and I really, 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 really impressed with these two toys so far. And hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and feel free to log on to my YouTube channels, Arronator 1984 2009, Arronation 1984, and G1 Optimus Convoy 1984, along with my TwitVid page, Arronator 1984, via Twitter. And my next Transformers Chronicle video review is on Transformers Chronicle CH02 Megatron Double Pack, which will be on YouTube, TwitVid, MySpace and Facebook sometime during October and November, depending on the postage times. So hope you guys are very well, and I'll see you guys again real soon for more Transformers reviews. And feel free to watch any of my Transformers video reviews at any time via YouTube, and let me know what you guys think. Bye for now.